Hello, my name is Darren Woodfork. I'm an attorney here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And at my firm, I do personal injury work here and I restore gun rights here. And I also sealed old criminal cases here in Arizona. And today I'm just going to review my most popular video on this channel, and it's about how much it costs to restore gun rights. As we come to the end of the year, I've been going through my analytics on this channel and seeing what videos are the most popular. And this video right here, how much does it cost, is the most popular. Besides my video that's on my completely on my homepage for all new people, this is the real most popular video on here in the past year. So I want to kind of review this video. I'll play a little bit of it for you here, and then I'll go through the comments and I'll respond to all the questions that I got on this video. Contact information. Darren Woodfork. I'm an attorney here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I've been filing motions to get people's gun rights back here for the last 24 years. I hope you can hear that. I don't know if this is because of the microphone. 18 to about $2,500 to get your file motions to get your gun rights back. My firm, we charge $17.50 at the moment to file the motion to get your gun rights back. And that is true. When I recorded this and today, my firm charges $17.50 to restore gun rights here in Arizona. And at the end of this video, I explain when you file the motion to get your gun rights back here in Arizona, you also are filing a motion to restore your civil rights here. And that is your right to serve on a jury, your right to hold public office, and your right to vote if you've lost that here in Arizona. Those are the two motions that are filed at the same time when you file a motion to get your gun rights back. And so let me go through the comments here, and I'll just kind of tell you, I'll kind of answer them. I answered all the comments. I always answer the comments on this channel if they're, if they're real comments, I guess. And so the first question here was, what about non-felony domestic violence convictions? And yes, you can file a motion to restore your gun rights on a non-felony a misdemeanor domestic violence conviction here in Arizona. The next question, which is a very popular question I get on here, is does this work for federal convictions? And it does not. Arizona Revised Section 13907, 910, 908, all of those restoration of gun rights motions, they're all state laws. They don't apply to federal law. There is no federal restoration of rights motion that you can file. I think the best that you can do is get a pardon for the governor, but that's, or yeah, a pardon from the governor, but that's obviously, very rare. So if anybody tells you that you can restore your rights in federal, that's not true. This is a state motion that we discuss here on this channel. Um, this basically says, will setting aside my Arizona conviction and restore my right to allow me to buy a gun in my new home state of Nevada? And yes, it will, because the motion is filed in the court of the conviction. So if you are, as long as you're convicted here, once you get the case restored here, then if you live somewhere else, it still applies. This is a very good question here where he's asking, how successful is the process looking to restore my rights? And before it was really, I would say about 90% success rate when we would file a motion to restore gun rights. And this is kind of like before all the restoration of rights statutes started to come in, or the big one, I should say, that came in 2 years ago, which was the motion to seal an old case under Arizona Revised Section 13911. Once everybody started filing motions to seal old cases, it seems like the judges kind of went back to those motions to restore gun rights and started to be more strict on whether or not they would grant them or not. And so that's kind of like bled into the old the restoration of gun rights, because we've always had motions to, I mean, we've always had a way to restore gun rights here in Arizona.
And so that's all kind of, how it is now. So I would say now it's probably 60%, 60 to 70% as far as success rate. And when you do call my office, I'll ask you kind of like, how old's the case? How many cases do you have? What type of cases and things like that? Because then I'll know kind of what the chances of you having the motion granted by the judge or not. Again, we don't take cases that we know that there's no chance that the judge is going to grant the motion. Every now and then I'll get somebody who, I'll tell, you have a small chance of getting it granted, but they'll say they don't care and they just want to try anyway. We do that if that's what they want to do, but again, with all the disclosures and letting them know the chances. Um, Here's another question. Basically says, What if it's from out of state? I guess they're asking for an out of state conviction, and Arizona's motion to restore your gun rights does not apply to out of state convictions. It's the opposite of what I said earlier, in the sense that you can live out of state, but if your conviction is in Arizona, that's where you file the motion to restore your rights. You're basically going into that old Arizona case. This law does not apply if you say you have an old California case. You'd have to go to California and file the motion to restore your rights if there's a law there. Um, and then basically this question says, after you get your gun rights restored, can you carry in every state or just Arizona? Do you have to petition the federal court to be able to carry in every state? No. The thing is, basically, once you petition the court in Arizona to get your gun rights back, and the judge grants your gun rights back, then your whole Second Amendment rights are restored. So then you're just like anybody else. So you can travel to all 50 states, you can travel around the world, I guess. And so you can travel, in all 50 states if you have if the judge grants your motion. I'm pretty sure I replied here and said the same thing. Um, restoring your rights from Arizona state conviction will restore your gun rights in every state, and that's exactly what I said. So, anyway, so that's basically it for today. I just wanted to explain, or I just wanted to show you guys, the most popular video on this channel, and to answer any questions that you have to restore the gun rights. The actual video is still super valid. When did I do this? This was over a year ago. Again, you can watch the video yourself. It's the how much does it cost to restore your gun rights? And so that's that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I did put my website up here if I can show the screen share, whatever. Um, this is my website right here, woodforklaw.com. Check it out. I have all the information any information that you want to know about restoring your gun rights or your civil right or your motion if you want to seal and locate things like that. And if you have any other further questions, please email me at derronw, that's DERRONW at msn.com. I'm sure I have it on here. This is again, the first article on my website is how you can restore your gun rights. Yeah, just give me a call at 602-284-3035, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments before. Get in touch with me. You can call me. You can email me, whatever. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel a little bit just to get the information out there so that people here in Arizona know that they have these options available to get second chances. They have these options available to get their rights back. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.